All right, so we've got presidential investments taken care of. I think the other big item on the calendar that we ought to address is James Avery. Do we have everyone here? All right. Sorry, Mr. Kemp, I know you just started, but we could just apologize. I know you were pre-charmed. And we are on the record.
And Your Honor, this is being recorded, correct?
Yes, it's recorded. I'm looking at it right now. It says recorded.
Anybody testify to raise your right hand? Do you swear for our testimony by the court to be true, the whole truth, and nothing but truth? I know your hand. All right.
All right. Yes, sir.
Okay, Judge, where we are,
Hey, Judge, just a little bit of formality. Sir, could I get you to identify yourself for the record and then please present your information?
yeah, I'm Jamani Davis. I'm the supervisor for the DeKalb County Probation Department, and I am Supervisor James Avery case. Judge, what we have, okay, going back from the last compliance hearing, Mr. Avery was supposed to have scheduled a substance abuse evaluation. And he indeed did that, Your Honor, but he was not evaluated. Due to, and I have an email from the evaluator as to the reasons why he did not evaluate, but, you know, the evaluator is not here. And I know that Mr. Goy may have some other issues as far as maybe having a hearing regarding that. But he was not evaluated. From a code standpoint, as far as I know, as of today, Your Honor, Mr. Avery, as of today, he's in compliance. However, back on September 9th, from a photo, a timestamp photo that I have, he was not in compliance. And I think the code enforcement department can expound on that a little bit more.
All right. Well.
And their position on that.
Judge, if I could, I'm sorry. Just go ahead.
Your Honor, I don't know if the court wants me to address the whole thing about the election code.
Well, I guess what I'm sensing is we're going to have a hearing.
Your Honor, I don't think we need to have a hearing regarding the alleged code violation. Reason being, according to the court order, we are now under citation number 027588. That deals with the 6-month period commencing Tuesday, September 19th, 2017, running through Tuesday, March 20th, 2018, with the following conditions. The court will conduct a hearing at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, October 17th, to determine if the property is in compliance. If the property is not in compliance by October 13th, then the defendant shall be in custody for 30 days. He was in compliance on that particular day. In addition, the allegations regarding the September 9th date are out of the time period for the probationary period on this charge that we are under at this point in time. Now, if we need to go further, we can have a hearing. In regards to the evaluation, it's my understanding that Mr. Avery had actually contacted more than one place. Well, one place he contacted repeatedly. They refused to do an evaluation for him. And that was, I believe, Caring Hands.
That was Caring Council Center of Georgia.
Caring Council Center of Georgia.
In my neighborhood.
And I have seen those emails where they said that they could not help him. He then went for another evaluation, as Mr. Davis had said, they did not perform that. I was shown an email regarding why they did not today. If we are going forward on that, I would ask for a hearing to be set because this is my first notice and I've not spoken to anyone. The other alternative that I would propose to the court to see that an evaluation is done is to order the evaluation to be done at Winway. And they performed the evaluation. And I know that is not Mr. Avery's choice as to where an evaluation is done, but I quite frankly think that that would be the best solution at this point in time.
Already been there.
Judge, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Judge, it's the county's position that Mr. Avery has violated the terms and conditions of his probation and violated both the court's order specifically, and that he is not in compliance with the county code as of October 13th, Judge. Any photograph which was provided to Supervisor Dumani Davis, was provided in September. A review of that photograph has been done by Supervisor Davis, by Officer Joan Brown, and by myself. And it is the county's position that Mr. Avery is not in compliance with the county code. Plus, there have been various news stories in which Mr. Avery has appeared himself. That was before October 13th, in which case he appears to be not in compliance with the county code and also to be in violation of his probation. A single and simple condition of all probation judges: one must comply with all federal, state, county, and local laws and regulations. And it appears clear from Mr. Avery's own mouth that he has not done that. So, Judge, if a hearing is required, that is certainly understandable, but it is the county's position that Mr. Avery has violated his probation.
I think I understand everybody's position. As McCoy, it is a condition of his probation is to not violate specifically the county ordinance. And so the setting of the hearing dates was to benefit him, to give him a chance to bring the property into compliance. It was not to create an opportunity for him to be out of compliance, jump back into compliance, jump out of compliance, and avoid any consequences.
I understand
So
that.
a general condition of his probation is to not violate the county ordinance. So we're going to set it down for a hearing. Okay? And after the hearing, and after we've developed the facts, and I understand your argument. I understand your argument about Windway. I understand your argument about the timing of it with respect to the sentencing order. But I think we'll have a hearing, we'll develop the facts, and then I'll hear the arguments after there's a factual record.
And I want to find out when a hearing will be set. I have a leave of absence all next week, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm not going to mess up your leave of absence. Certainly not going to do that. Let's everybody take a look at your calendars.
That wasn't you saying, right?
Judge, I'm asking the clerk to check on Thursday, November 2nd.
Okay, Ms.
As a
McCoy, can you
special
check your...
day. Judge, I know that sometimes we'll specially set matters for Thursdays, and Judge, Ms. McCoy has her leave next week, which as a brother in the bar, I completely understand.
Absolutely.
I also would not want her to miss that. Judge, if you could set this down for November 2nd, if I could just inquire of my
Sure.
colleagues.
Okay, Ms. McCoy, that works for
I
you?
will be available on November 2nd. Are you?
I have every day available.
Okay. All right, then we'll set it down for 9 o'clock, November 2nd. We'll have the full day.
Your, just two other things as far as regarding that hearing. We would ask that the court have available the audio enhancement
Yes.
equipment that we had before. And I know Mr. Avery is also asking that there is a court reporter present.
Judge, the county's position is only a financial one, and that is, this is a recorded hearing. There is a recording which is made of all hearings before magistrate court. Mr. Avery can avail himself of that hearing, or he can provide his own court
I
reporter.
haven't will.
And if he wishes to provide his own court reporter, then obviously the county would have no objection, but we don't believe the county finances should be spent on a
That's
duplicative
not a problem, I mean, that's, you could.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, I understand this question from the DA's office. May I ask where this hearing will be held? I know the last time we had a hearing was in the courthouse. I don't know if it will be here or there.
Right now, I think it's going to be here, but I'm going to check and see if we can get one of the courtrooms.
Judge, if there's one of the courtrooms that we may need a court reporter,
Right.
obviously I was thinking that we would have the hearing here, which of course would be recorded. If a court reporter is required, obviously the county has no objection to a reporter being present, Judge. All we are concerned about is duplicative financial efforts.
I understand, if we have it here, I mean, I'm gonna see if we, because the technology issue, I will check on it, and let y'all know.
And I would also
email.
ask that the state and probation be required to provide David Davis with the information that they put against Mr. Avery. The email that I saw, I just saw that today, I just saw the pictures today.
Understand, I would ask them they'll file a petition. They'll file a petition, listing the particulars, serve it on you.
Judge, we will provide Ms. McGoy with whatever the law requires. And plus, Ms. McGoy and I have known each other forever, and we have an excellent working relationship. So I'm not concerned that she'll get what she needs.
I'm confident that y'all are gonna do what you're supposed to do. Okay, so we'll send y'all an email if we're able to get the other courtroom, otherwise we'll be here.
Thank
Okay?
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Can I get a copy of the email from the evaluator? Can I get a copy of the email from the evaluator?
I'm sorry. You had a jump. Yes, sir. All right, Darren Murphy, I apologize if I mispronounced that. Mr. Murphy, come on up.
It's Ray Rankin, sir. Do you swear affirm testimony back in court to be true, the whole truth, and nothing but truth?
Nope.
Will your hands take tonight?
Darren Murphy.
All right,